Alright, anime fans, let me ask you a question. You ever start an anime at night thinking, okay, just one episode before sleep? And suddenly it's 3 a.m., your eyes are half dead, and you're still clicking next episode. Yeah, we've all been there. But sometimes you don't want a 100 episode commitment. Sometimes you just want a short anime you can binge in one night and wake up the next morning emotionally destroyed. So today, I'm giving you 10 anime you can watch in one night. These shows are short, addictive, and dangerously easy to binge, so make sure you don't have anything important tomorrow. Let's start with number 10. Here are 10 anime you can watch in one night.
偶然ね。こんなところでまた。
Number 10, Another. Horror, mystery, supernatural, thriller. If you enjoy mystery, horror, and constant paranoia, then Another is a perfect late-night binge. The story follows a transfer student who joins a class that seems strangely quiet about one particular girl. And the moment he starts interacting with her, things start going very wrong. People begin dying in extremely brutal and creative ways. And the worst part, no one fully understands why the curse is happening. The anime slowly builds tension as the characters try to figure out who the extra person in the class is before the curse kills everyone. And trust me, the deaths in this anime are not subtle. One minute someone is walking normally, and the next minute an object decides to become a final destination weapon. It's dark, suspenseful, and only 12 episodes, which makes it perfect for a single night binge. Just maybe avoid watching it alone in a dark room.
大丈夫ですか？川津さんの容体。
Number 9. Paranoia Agent. Psychological, mystery, supernatural, thriller. Now, if you want something weird, psychological, and slightly confusing, then Paranoia Agent is exactly that kind of anime. Created by the legendary director Satoshi Kon, this show explores how fear and stress can spread through society like a disease. The story begins with a mysterious attacker known as Lil Slugger. He's a kid on rollerblades who randomly attacks people with a golden baseball bat. But the more the police investigate the case, the more they realize something strange. Every victim was dealing with extreme pressure or emotional stress before the attack. And suddenly the question becomes, is Lil Slugger a real criminal or something created by society's collective anxiety? It's strange, thought-provoking, and full of surreal storytelling. With only 13 episodes, it's the kind of anime you'll start watching at night and suddenly realize it's 2 a.m. and you finish the entire story.
お兄ちゃん優秀だもんね。引っ張りだこってやつかな。
Number 8, Charlotte. Superpower, school, drama, supernatural. At first glance, Charlotte looks like a typical high school anime with superpowers. But trust me, this one does not stay lighthearted for long. The story follows a student who has the ability to temporarily possess other people's bodies. Naturally, he uses this power for completely irresponsible things, like cheating on exams and making his life easier. But eventually, he gets transferred to a special school where all the students have unique supernatural abilities. Some powers are cool, some are completely useless, and some come with very serious consequences. What starts as a fun supernatural school story slowly turns into something much darker and emotional. By the time you reach the final episodes, the tone shifts dramatically and the story hits surprisingly hard. And with just 13 episodes, you can easily finish it before the night ends.
効率中。
Number 7, No Game, No Life. Fantasy, game, comedy, isekai. Now, let's lighten things up a little. If you love games, strategy, and ridiculously overpowered main characters, No Game, No Life is pure entertainment. The anime follows two legendary gamer siblings who are undefeated in every game they play. One day, they get transported to a fantasy world where everything is decided by games. Wars, politics, even simple arguments. No fighting, no violence, just games. And the main characters immediately start challenging everyone, from chess matches with royalty to insane mind games against entire nations. The fun of this anime is watching the protagonists pull off impossible strategies and completely outsmart their opponents. It's colorful, chaotic, and extremely bingeable. The only downside is you'll probably finish the anime in one night and then spend the next day wondering why we never got another season.
やっぱ可愛い
Number 6, Terror in Resonance. Psychological, thriller, mystery, drama. If you're looking for something tense, emotional, and a little bit haunting, then Terror in Resonance is absolutely worth watching in one sitting. The story starts with a massive terrorist attack in Tokyo, but instead of hiding, the terrorists upload a cryptic video online challenging the police to solve riddles before the next attack. And behind the mask are two mysterious teenagers known only as 9 and 12. What makes this show interesting is that it's not just about stopping terrorists, it's about why they became terrorists in the first place. As the story unfolds, you slowly learn about their past and the dark secrets connected to a government experiment. The show blends psychological drama, mystery, and emotional storytelling, all backed by an incredible soundtrack from Yoko Kanno. And with only 11 episodes, it's the kind of anime you start watching at night and suddenly realize it's 2 a.m. and you finish the entire story.
改めまして、バーテンダーのデキムと申します。どうも。
Number 5, Death Parry. Psychological, drama, supernatural. Now imagine this. You die, and instead of going to heaven or hell, you wake up inside a mysterious bar, and the bartender tells you that you must play a game to decide the fate of your soul. That's the premise of Death Parry. Each episode follows two recently deceased people who are forced to participate in psychological games. Darts, bowling, arcade games, but these games slowly reveal their true personalities and hidden emotions. As the pressure builds, people begin to show their fear, regret, anger, and desperation. And the bartender, named Decim, quietly watches, judging whether their soul deserves reincarnation or oblivion. What makes this anime special is that every episode feels like a short emotional story about human nature. Some episodes are heartbreaking, some are disturbing, and some will genuinely make you question what you would do in their situation. With only 12 episodes, it's incredibly easy to binge in one night. Just be prepared for some unexpected emotional damage.
秋になれば我々は出雲に集まって男女の縁を決める。
Number 4, the Tatami Galaxy. Psychological, romance, comedy. Now, this one is a little different. The Tatami Galaxy isn't just an anime you watch, it's an anime you experience. The story follows a college student who desperately wants to live the perfect campus life. But every time he joins a new club or makes a different decision, his life takes a completely different path. And somehow, every timeline ends in regret. The anime constantly resets and shows alternate versions of the same life, exploring how small decisions can completely change your future. What makes this show unique is its fast dialogue, creative visuals, and clever storytelling. It was directed by Masaiki Yuasa, who is known for making some of the most visually unique anime ever created. It's funny, philosophical, and surprisingly relatable if you've ever looked back at your life and thought, what if I made a different choice? With only 11 episodes, it's short enough to binge, but interesting enough that you might want to watch it twice just to catch everything. Number 3. Cyberpunk Edgerunners. Action, sci-fi, cyberpunk, drama. If you want something that is fast, stylish, and emotionally devastating, then Cyberpunk Edgerunners is an absolute must-watch. The anime takes place in the brutal futuristic world of Night City, the same universe as the game Cyberpunk 2077. The story follows David, a teenager trying to survive in a city where technology and crime control everything. After a tragic event changes his life, David installs a powerful cybernetic implant and gets pulled into the dangerous world of Edgerunners, mercenaries who live outside the law. And from that point on, the story becomes a wild ride of high-speed action, crime, and cybernetic chaos. But beneath all the explosions and futuristic tech, this anime is really about ambition, survival, and the cost of chasing dreams in a broken world. The animation by Studio Trigger is absolutely insane. The music is unforgettable, and the characters feel surprisingly real. And with only 10 episodes, this is one of the easiest anime to binge in a single night. Just be warned, this anime has a habit of leaving viewers emotionally destroyed by the end.
別に死んでもいいし。
死ぬのが怖くないのか？
Number 2. Odd Taxi. Mystery, psychological, drama. Now, at first glance, Odd Taxi looks kind of strange. All the characters are animals, and the main character is literally a walrus taxi driver. But don't let that fool you, because this anime has one of the smartest mystery stories in modern anime. The story follows Otakawa, a quiet taxi driver who spends his nights driving around the city and listening to his passengers talk about their lives. But slowly, the conversations begin to connect to something much bigger: a missing girl, a group of corrupt police officers, a struggling idol group, a dangerous criminal organization. And somehow, everything connects back to Otakawa's taxi. The genius of this anime is how it slowly builds a massive, interconnected mystery using small conversations and subtle clues. Every episode reveals something new, and by the time you reach the final episode, everything suddenly clicks together perfectly. With only 13 episodes, it's the kind of anime that will keep you saying, okay, just one more episode, until suddenly it's 4 a.m. and the story's over.
こんな時間に外出とか癒やしいね。
Number 1. Takopi's Original Sin. Psychological, drama, sci-fi. And finally, the number 1 anime you can watch in one night, but probably won't emotionally recover from in one night. Takopi's Original Sin starts with something that looks like a cute and innocent story. A small alien named Takopi arrives on Earth with one mission: to spread happiness. So he meets a lonely girl named Shizuka and decides to help her solve her problems using futuristic gadgets. Sounds wholesome, right? Yeah, about that. Very quickly, the story reveals that Shizuka's life is filled with bullying, loneliness, and serious emotional trauma. And Takopi, despite his good intentions, completely misunderstands human emotions, which leads to situations that spiral into extremely dark and heartbreaking moments. What makes this anime so powerful is how it explores childhood pain, guilt, and the consequences of trying to fix problems you don't fully understand. It's uncomfortable, it's emotional, and it's one of those stories that sticks with you long after you finish it. And because the series is short, you can easily watch the entire story in a single night, even if you might need some time afterward to process what you just experienced. Final thoughts. And that's the list. 10 anime you can watch in one night. Whether you're in the mood for psychological mysteries, emotional dramas, or intense action, these anime prove that you don't need 100 episodes to tell an unforgettable story. Sometimes the best anime are the ones that grab your attention at night and don't let you stop watching until the sun comes up. But now I'm curious, what's an anime you binged in one night? Let me know in the comments. I'm always looking for new recommendations. And if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and check out my other anime lists. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.